Hi, welcome back. Mitch Argon, Calneva Realty. I'm going to take you to the greater Reno Tahoe housing market in just a few minutes. Let's jump right in. Like in prior months, we'll start with median home price. As you can see, for September 2024 compared to September 2023, going back 1 year, generally modest price increases, single digit. Carson Valley showing 9% on the high side there. Tahoe market, again, as summarized down below, has very few sample points, and the median price moves around quite a bit from month to month. So that 56% is not an indicator of a market trend, just really is an exact measurement of what's happened from last month to 1 year ago. So we're seeing prices fairly consistent here in the primary markets, Reno down through Fernley, with modest price appreciation. Here's what this looks like visually. I think probably the key thing here on the bigger picture on pricing is that we are probably about at par with where we were at the peak, just below the peak back in June, July of 2022. Fairly stable since then. We did see a drop late 2022, early 2023 back in this time frame, but that's been pretty much recovered. So prices have been stable, as you can see, modestly increasing. Saw a little bit of a drop in the Reno median price off of a high back here a few months ago. And that has a corresponding drop with interest rates coming down on your housing payment. So the mortgage payment for a median priced home in Reno that is 80% loan to value, at the average interest rate for last month or this month, it takes you to about $3,056. So that's come down a bit. And of course, interest rates came down. Then we had a good jobs report, and the interest rates went back up just a bit. So they're stubborn on the way down, and probably going to take some time to see them come down and stay down in a more material way. In terms of homes sold, we've talked about the pricing over here, but in terms of homes sold, you can see that the markets are also slightly ahead of where we were last year. Although I will tell you that in the market on the street today, we are seeing less activity in terms of showings on active listings. We're seeing less activity in terms of buyers in the marketplace. So I would expect that the homes sold will probably moderate a little bit more. We're seeing some inventory build in certain segments. We're seeing homes stay on the market longer, and we're seeing more price reductions coming from sellers. Sellers offering more concessions or being more willing to accommodate a buyer. So even though the markets currently are in seller territory, there's a feel in the market that's there's a shift that's moving towards favoring buyers just more than we've seen, and that will probably reflect in the numbers in the coming short number of months. Month supply of inventory, same metric. You can see we're up consistently across the board here. If this continues up, there would be really a good indicator as to what we're seeing in the marketplace right now, as I just mentioned on the sold listings. So markets are currently going through a transition. Inventory, you can see with the exception of Carson Valley, which is statistically equal to a year ago, is up and up with pretty decent numbers. You can see Carson City is up quite a bit, 50%. That's about 50 homes in that market. Keep in mind that even though we're up compared to a year ago, we are still very low on inventory. So this chart shows you a 2-year look back at inventory. And if you look at Reno as the bellwether market, the one with the largest amount of inventory, you can see that compared to a year ago, we are higher. We're at 718 here compared to 1 year ago, 568. But if you go back 2 years, we're at 884, which is up here. So even though we're seeing inventory build, we're still quite a bit lower than where we were 2 years ago, and that is a factor. Inventory continues to be a little bit stubborn, in large part due to the lock-in effect from the lower interest rate, or the higher interest rates that we have now compared to the low rates that many people do have. So just something to keep an eye on. Snapshot view of month supply of inventory coming off that last chart as well. You can see that we're getting up into a territory here, like this gold line, which is Carson Valley, which is higher than a year ago and much higher than 2 years ago. So this is what I was talking about just a little bit ago. This is generally trending it's trending up. You can see there's some seasonality in these numbers as it comes down here during the summer seasons, both years, but it is trending up just a bit. So that covers the market update for the Reno Tahoe market for October 2024. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, post it on YouTube, call any one of our agents who you may be working with. We've got agents out of our Reno office and out of our Minden office in Douglas County, Carson Valley. We'd be happy to help further. Till next month, thank you.